in droves. People are rushing to our Patreon because today, even though it's a podcast, you did dress up and you look like amazing.
Where are my pamphlets?
Do not. No, he doesn't get them because now he's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay.
And Gwyneth, when that
You're
Henry
ruining my entire bit.
Oh, am I ruining it?
Yes.
Welcome to Side Stories. I'm Ben hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes. And you are. Because last week, so I was resold, right? I was retold that my blood pressure wasn't good.
It's not good.
Right? It's not good. And so last week I wanted to get into, I was saying I'm a starseed, all this kind of shit. Turns out it's like deeply embedded in like right wing, like Aryan Nation stuff, like starseed.
Oh no, everything is. They don't get to claim Thor. They don't get to claim starseeds just because you are a starseed. They can have starseeds. Okay. If you're giving it up that fast.
I just know it's because I realized something. Because I was sitting and I was watching. For some reason, I've been sucked into this Gwyneth Paltrow trial, just like all of the rest of us.
I love this trial.
I love this trial.
And I'm just going to straight up say, I'm team Gwyneth, and I don't care what anyone says.
After I saw the animation that cost $100,000, I was team Gwyneth. But now, what I realize is that I don't need to be a starseed to be calm. So what I need is Gwyneth Paltrow courtroom energy.
I agree.
Where I arrive, as you can see now, I'm wearing this shirt directly from Goop, selling merch in court.
Beautiful.
Important to do.
Yes.
I'm the kind of energy that's like, I brought my own sparkling water to court.
I love it.
They've all allowed me to do this.
I think it's fantastic. Let me smell your shirt. Smells like her vagina.
Does this actually make you think her? If you see because I got I got pokies.
Yeah, they're probably the similar size, but the thing is around Gwyneth's body is a little nicer. But if you just isolated your boobs, shave them, yes, perhaps. If anyone wants to Photoshop Henry's beautiful, luscious breasts, which you can find.
They've already have.
Yeah, on Gwyneth Paltrow, then we can really make that vision come true.
I'm sitting here. I'm centered. All right. I have my kids. Moses and Apple, the two most grounded children that will ever live. They have their bow and arrow instructor.
Oh.
He's really picked up a lot of the slack since Gigi died.
Gigi?
That's their fourth shift nanny. Because I got, one of their flagon of nannies, she died by suicide. But only that's because of how she saw how calm I was and knew she could never get to it.
I agree with that.
I'm sitting here. I have a jade egg so deep up inside of my vagina.
It's fantastic how you were able to do that.
I feel just so zen, and I don't care how this woman, this so-called prosecuting attorney, is also making fun of me, but at the same time trying to be me.
I'm not going to sit here and allow this to happen any longer. Not you. I'm talking prosecutors trying to be cute when they're prosecuting.
It's not a good look.
I'm sick of it, and I hate this idea of like celebrity lawyer. No, you're a fucking lawyer. Okay, you should be like one of the best Wendy's employees of all time. Just create the product. I eat it and I say thank you for what you've done.
Did you see the whole section where they were trying to get Gwyneth Paltrow to leave the stand to come reenact the ski falling? And they were going to try to get and Terry Sanderson. So if you don't know, Gwyneth Paltrow is currently being sued for doing a ski and run accident by a doctor named Terry Sanderson.
A grown man. Gwyneth Paltrow weighs 85 pounds, soaking, covered in her own goop. She would be 85 pounds.
Not when she is a small-titted bullet shooting down the side of a mountain.
Maybe this is just masculinity flipped on its head to make me almost feminine, but I just feel like this guy is too weak. If you can't handle a hit by Gwyneth Paltrow, you don't deserve to ski anymore, and you're not strong enough to live.
Well,
not to mention, what about shame? What about shame, the American male? No more shame.
Look at my Gwyneth Paltrow-like breasts. And calm down. And remember, she's in the room with you. So imagine, that's
why I'm team you.
Thank you. And I want to say thank you. Oh, Bane.
You know she's my first crush.
Are you Shakespeare?
Yeah, I'm Shakespeare.
Hey, I made a special water. It's yellow. You sell it?
Well, she could do whatever she wants to me.
But that's the kind of energy I'm also trying to bring today. Selling merch on the stand. That's incredible. She's able to move units on the stand. But so Terry Sanderson is alleging that Gwyneth Paltrow hit him, right? And he's suing her for $300,000 in damages. But now what we'll see is this really shows where the money goes if you got a lot of money. Gwyneth Paltrow is coming back in her defense. Got a whole cartoon made. It's like Pixar is.
Yeah, she's defending herself as she has the right to do.
Absolutely.
But can we just say first, he wanted to sue her for $3.1 million.
Oh, yes.
This guy.
He's looking for money, but yes.
He's also fine. I watched him walk to the stand. He is fine.
Oh, no,
I
saw a limp.
No, he did not have a limp.
No, what he did was he said something about how he's like, Pac-Man don't look right. Like he said something weird, something's off inside of him.
I don't know.
But he alleges that she hit her, but now that she hit him. But she is saying that actually it was he that hit her, and then what actually happened
because
was
he avoided a crowd.
But the action was weird, was because she was doing turns to the left.
She was being sexy. She was Gwyneth Paltrow
she was me. Imagine
going
me.
down. No, she wasn't you. I'm not going to imagine you actually on that because that's disgusting. No, she is Gwyneth Paltrow.
Where's Ben Affleck? I remember Ben Affleck.
Yeah, you guys had a great friendship and maybe more.
This is from the Toe's mouth itself. This is a testimony from Chrissy Thompson. Now, I'll hear you out so you can hear exactly how it went down. I'm going to play this for you, and then we'll play it on the show.
I had 3 toes that were amputated in a terrible accident. I heard the word for creative miracles, and I thought, well, I certainly have a creative miracle that I might need. I need 3 toes to grow back. The person next to me said, do you want new toes? And I was like, well, sure. All the women got down and they prayed over my foot, and I decided to take my shoe off to see what was happening when he said, let's see the progress or if anything's happened. And when I did, I had to grab the person next to me and say, do you see what I see? And I saw 3 toes that were forming, and now there's length to them. Tonight, I can stand on my tippy toes.
Wait,
Listen, do you understand?
Toes.
I can stand on tippy toes. No, I couldn't do that because I didn't have toes to tippy on.
I didn't have toes.
Her name was Chrissy Dines.
Her name is still Chrissy Thompson. It was Video Chrissy Thompson. They've changed her name. Her real name is Christina Sue Dines. Yes.
But they changed it to Thompson?
Yes, they changed it. But you know
what? Why'd they change it?
The worst part is, well, I'll show you. Now they're trying to. Here we go. All right. So it started as her real name, right? They went and got her. Kelly, who was her, Kelly was the one that said, "Hi, you want some toes?"
You want some toes.
Right.
I'll take a couple of toes. I'm missing 3.
So she went down there and shit. In the name of Jesus, the toes to grow, bone to form, and blood to flow. She also anointed every area where the toes had been amputated and could feel a pulse begin in those areas. And the color began to change from gray to skin tone. And all of a sudden, Chrissy said, "Are you kidding me?" And they saw that the toes began to grow.
Yes,
and
indeed.
the worst part is, honestly, is that they just kept growing.
They did, and you're going to want to stop those from growing. We might have a shoe story a little bit later on. Yeah, the pastor says, as the ladies prayed for Chrissy over the next 30
minutes of prayer. That's
all 3 toes grew, and by that point, were longer than her pinky toe. Within an hour, nails began to grow.
The Lord, He gives toes.
All of her toes. Well,
the Lord, He gives.
If you have the ability to make someone Wolverine, this is what you're going to do?
I mean, I just find it really, really
buddy,
funny.
because I got a couple of inches I'd like to add if you know what I'm talking about. The circumference of my butthole. So now there's also a website called showmethetoes.com.
Oh, well, this is the thing. So now Show Me the Toes. Showmethetoes.com is coming out and just asking a simple question that everybody else, I know I asked even my Gwyneth Paltrow form. Show me these fucking toes.
Show me the toes.
I want to see these toes. And so at first they said, right, that they what they did was that Chrissy Thompson's the fake name for this woman, right?
Yes.
So what they did was that after the fact, they said, "How dare all of you ask for proof of these toes?" And here's a response from Pastor John Lindell that owns the whole thing, right?
Yes.
So this is why he said, why they aren't releasing the toe footage.
Chrissy in Joplin, which has been really, really unfortunate. She's had a lot of trauma in her life, and it breaks my heart to see people do that towards her, because her miracle is real. It's genuine.
Yep.
People are saying, well, if it's genuine, why aren't you doing anything with it to
Where are the
publicize
toes?
it? There's a couple of reasons that I want to say to you. First of all, I'm less interested in proving to people what I know God did than I am in protecting sheep who are vulnerable.
So even though they made an entire
really
video,
brave.
they made an entire video
Right.
with her, and her going, "My toes are going," and then now he's saying that they've pulled it. Now they're protecting her.
You gotta make some money somehow in the super church, and this is, of course, a mega church. The guy looks like he drives a Subaru and eats that peanut butter that has a bunch of oil on top.
What are you talking
of it.
about? He's got the cool racer jacket.
I don't know. So this is what, again, go to showmethetoes.com.
Show me the toes.
He says to close out his fantastic website, which I'm so happy he took all this time.
It's because we want to see the goddamn toes.
I know. He says, it's obvious that they never thought what John shared from the stage would end up creating the viral Facebook post
What are you talking about?
at
Grow
the
toes
top
back?
of this page.
I'm in the middle fucking recouping my toes.
I know you are. He says, if there is proof, show it. So go to showmethetoes.com and have a little breakdown of this. You know what? This is what Facebook is for.
It really
This
is.
is the only thing it should be used for. You never solve anything real. But the thing is, show me the toes. And if we do get to see these toes, to be fair, they could just show anyone's fucking toes.
That's the thing.
Just
We don't
cheat,
even
just lie.
you don't have to try hard. Just show us some toes.